Good morning, everybody, and we are in Bora Bora on a private motu for the day, and later on we're going to have a feast and fire barbecue on the same motu. So we'll do a little bit of swimming, we'll take you along with us, see what we find. Well, hold it there a second, Doobie. Before we get to the private motu and perhaps the world's most famous and picturesque lagoon, we need the break of dawn to see the single narrow channel in the reef so the Star Breeze can make her way to anchorage just outside the port town of Vaiatape. Vaiatape lies on almost the exact opposite side of Bora Bora from the most famous of the luxury retreats like the Four Seasons, St. Regis, Westin, and Intercontinental. And as we watch the sun beginning to throw beams of light around Mount Otemanu, you quickly realize one of the most magical things about the mountain and the lagoon is that due to the rocky outcrops and spires of the extinct volcano, the mountain itself transforms in shape with your perspective. But more on that in future days, as we will circle the lagoon 3 times within the next few days. The itinerary for the day is that the Star Breeze will anchor by 8 a.m. and our first priority will be to get those passengers with morning excursions over to Vaiatape. Then any passengers who wanted to go to the mainland Bora Bora on their own could catch tenders to Vaiatape. Around 10:30, those who want to spend some time on the Motu could take a Zodiac to the small island where the marina team and the limited bar team would be for passengers wanting a beach day. By afternoon, all passengers need to be back on board the Star Breeze, and we'll all get dressed up and shuttle back to Motu on one of 4 assigned charter boats to enjoy the Windstar Feast and Fire evening. So Danny and I would go motuing this morning while Donna and Grandma would go explore the town. That said, after morning coffee and breakfast, we had a little time to explore the thermal suite in the Windstar Spa. This space, for the size of the ship, is I think generous with 4 thermal loungers, an experience shower, a dry sauna, and a steam room. Both great places to just sit and be hot. The air is thick with eucalyptus and lavender, and in the hour we spent this morning, not another soul was to be seen. The challenge was not to fall asleep to the new age vibrating sounds coming from the speakers. And in another real plus for Windstar, this peaceful and detoxifying space is included with all fares. Enough of this new age stuff, let's go to our motu. First things first, hop aboard the off-brand Double Yellow Banana boat for the 10-minute ride from Star Breeze to the motu. I think we were on the second boat over this morning, so as we arrive, it feels virtually deserted. So our key challenge is to find the best place to set down our towels. Bora Bora, there's a private motu for the day, and this is where we're going to have our feast and fire tonight. There was a crew busy this morning cleaning up after the palm trees and fallen coconuts to make the place ready for tonight's feast and fire event. Windstar had set up the west side of the motu with kayaks and paddleboards and a small towel and drink hut, which also had plenty of bug spray and reef-safe sunscreen. They also had a cooler full of Hinano beers, wines, and various soft drinks and cold water. What else could you ask for? We noticed that several hundred yards offshore there were snorkel boats out on the shallow sandy banks. It looked like the perfect place to find stingrays. I bet there's stingrays out where the boat is. And I did swim for about 5 minutes toward the area with nothing seen but a good-sized snail. I also quickly realized that maybe it was more like a half mile, and while this water looked glassy and smooth, there was a pretty good current dragging us back toward the lagoon. So, new plan. Let's go snorkel closer to the marina and our bar. By now, the population of the island had swelled to about 20 guests, which have joined us on the Motu. And swimming along the shore, we encountered conch. And I hadn't seen one of these in the wild since a trip to the Abacos. While there's not a ton of large coral here, there is a nice small set of soft and hard coral heads about 200 yards out from a sandy point. Also embedded among the coral are a few nice giant clams. A little further along, we find our friends, the green chromies, hiding amongst the larger coral formation. Even when it looks kind of like a sparse environment, there's almost always something we can find when paddling about in a tropical lagoon. On the way back to the beach, and awaiting a cold Hinano, we pass over a bed of algae, home of a very large school of mullet. and also home to a leopard flounder. And look at this camouflaged guy. Larry, is that a stonefish? As we swim closer to the beach, the bait fish get thick. And some of the marina staff have a little bread, which allows scooping these mullets up by the handful. And if you ever wanted one of those fancy fish-o petties, you're in luck.
Okay, those are my feet. You don't need to eat them.
Hey everybody, here on the Motu, still looking for some good stuff. Hope you saw some. Beautiful though, isn't it? Now, even though we are approaching Tahitian winter and the dry season, this is the tropics, so we watch as a rain squall drops in from the direction of Mount Otemanu. Perfect time to meet some new friends under an umbrella out in the shallow water. 10 minutes later, and Danny is out on the kayaks. Looks like a great time to stretch out on the beach though with an ice cold beer. You know what? This doesn't suck. So soon enough, it's time to head back to the Starbreeze for a little lunch up at the grill. Tummies are growling, but luckily, our double banana boat is here for the quick trip back.
They thought they were going to lunch, but in a world where engines fail, they would be lost at sea.
We got a little bit of an issue. So if you're stranded, you must be stranded here. And we're going. A little bit of vapor lock, but fixed in action.
Double banana is letting us down. One of the guests had a lot of boating experience, and as the engine would stall out, he'd pump a little priming bubble. We'd go a few minutes, then stop again. And of course we stalled when a squall came through and the wind was now driving us back toward the Motu.
So close.
The other two real Zodiacs were busy shuttling guests between the Motu and the ship, but after about 5 starts and stops, we finally got one of the engineers on board.
Okay, try it again.
We'll get there at some point.
And we're stopped again, so yeah.
So we, and evidently the white-shirted boat operator, learned that when you have 2 fuel tanks and one is empty, you need to toggle the switch to the second tank. Huh, who knew? So this was the first shipboard issue we experienced though with Windstar, and yeah, we were in no real danger being in warm water lagoon close to resources, but we did see instances where dock and this episode of boat safety were below what we had seen with other operators, who, when running Zodiacs, always utilize a safety boat to respond quickly to any issues, and who also exercise best practices at docks, including all personnel wearing personal flotation devices on docks, and instances on use of the sailor's grip when loading and unloading guests. We did note these items in correspondence with Windstar, and they did respond positively around these comments. For us, we're just glad this happened in Bora Bora and not, say, Iceland.
Oh, sorry everyone. Already started eating, but at the grill today we had a incredible roasted chicken and roasted pork as well. Some au gratin potatoes, some rice, some tzatziki sauce. It's too good to be true. And have a little Mai Tai to go with it. It's a meal that is deserving after spending so much time lost at sea.
In the afternoon, Danny participated in a drumming lesson. Right around 5, we headed down to the tender area for our appointed trip to the Feast and Fire on the Motu. After this time our successful boat ride, we were greeted at the dock by our cruise director Richie, and of course Stryker. Once on the Motu, though, our priorities were set. Number 1, go get a fresh cocktail without melted ice in it, and head out to the beach to catch another spectacular South Sea sunset.
Hey, get out of my view.
Oh man, they'll let these guys in anywhere. BD2 even wrestles up a little crab. That one's not on the menu tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's so cool.
I've never seen you.
Windstar has arranged the picnic tables for 300 of us around a sandy area that would be the stage for our after-dinner show. So Grandma Bama, what's on the menu tonight?
Pretty plate.
Okay, what have we got?
We have a rib, we have barbecued pork,
Ah,
we have kind of a pizza cheesy thing,
right.
and tuna and paella.
Nice.
We have a roll, and we have shrimp salad,
Get the
and a broccoli tomato
Got it, sure.
salad,
Yep.
grilled broccoli, and rice.
Nice.
This menu is officially Motu Dog approved. I think everyone has had their fill of food and drink for now, so let the show begin. After our Polynesian welcome song, let the dancing begin. So it's time now for the dancing with the Doobies. Dance off. Our young contender out of nowhere anxiously awaits her scores and it's it! She's in! She is the champion! She will now be part of the finale. So close to sticking the landing. All right, well, we made all the warnings, so enjoy the show. Man, after all that, Grandma Bama needs a drink, and we need to hit the rack. It's a big day again tomorrow. Good night, everybody.